In Pokemon, there are 8 gyms with 8 different types. What if we restricted ourselves to catching only one Pokemon for each gym we defeated? That means us, plus 8 Pokemon, versus Pokemon Sword. This is Pokemon BADGELOCKE. Hello everyone and welcome to Pokemon Sword and a new challenge run called BADGELOCKE. So, I've played Pokemon Sword quite a lot and I wanted to add some challenge to it, and normally when Pokemon players want to add some challenge, the way they start out is with a Nuzlocke challenge, the basic rules of which are when a Pokemon faints, they are considered gone, dead, and you must either release them or put them into the PC. The second rule is you can only catch one Pokemon per route, and it must be the first Pokemon you run into on that route. The problem with that challenge in something like Pokemon Sword is one of the biggest additions to the series in this game is the wild area. A big wide open space where you can actually see the Pokemon you are going to run into. And the areas in it do have specific names, but they're less clear-cut than a traditional route in Pokemon. So I thought, what's a way to infuse a kind of Nuzlocke challenge into Pokemon Sword? And I came up with the BADGELOCKE. The BADGELOCKE is like a Nuzlocke challenge, but the basic idea is you can only catch one Pokemon for each badge you earn, and the type of that Pokemon must match the type of gym you just defeated. So, for instance, the first gym badge is the Grass Leader Milo. So after we defeat Milo, we can catch one Pokemon, and it must be a grass type. So we're going to carry that through all 8 badges, skipping the third badge, which is Fire, because we're going to be going with our good friend Scorbunny on this run, and let's get into it. So here we are. We're in our home. We have already said goodbye to our mother, I believe. If not, we can say goodbye to her right now. Rushing off in that state badge, didn't Hop say you should bring your bag? You're right. I last saw it in your room, and don't forget to grab a hat for the weather. We will do just that. We grabbed our dad's old bag. Who is our dad? All the Pokemon games have some weird thing about your dad, you know? In this one, or they don't mention dads at all. And in this one, your dad does exist, and the only thing you have to remember him by is apparently his bag. Adventure guide we don't really need. We know how to play the video game. Let's look at Pikachu real fast. It's a plush with the Pokemon Pikachu. It's super soft to the touch. This is the only electric type that we will ever own, because there's not an electric type gym. Just in case you do not know, there are 8 badges in this game, just like there are in most Pokemon games. And the types are grass, water, fire, fighting, fairy, rock, dark, and dragon. In between Sword and Shield, some change, so the Shield version has Ghost type and Ice type gyms. We have Fighting and Rock. So those are the types that we're going to be catching. I have some ideas in mind for what Pokemon I want to go for. This may be a bit of a preview, this Badoo. But if you guys have any suggestions for what types, or what species of Pokemon you think I should get for each type, let me know in the comments, and I may. I just skipped that Hop dialogue, I didn't even listen. But he has a lot of dialogue, so you might just skip a lot of it. In fact, this series is going to be a pretty highly edited series. I think about an hour of footage is going to cut down to about 20 minutes of actual video that you guys will see, because there's going to be grinding and running around and collecting items and talking to Hop and going through this very long tutorial. So, bear with me. So we're supposed to go down to Hop's house. We can't go this way because the Wooloo and this child form a kind of psychic barrier. Hey, a badge. Hop was looking for you, you know? But no need to go to the next town to find him when he lives right next door, right? That's true. This is his house. with a nice little Pokemon play area right here, and a barbecue. A lovely Georgian house in the English, I mean, Galarian countryside. I like their smart fridge. Mom, is he here? There you are at last, Hop. Oh, and you brought along Badge. Hello, dear. Yeah, but where's Lee? Have you got him crammed in a cupboard? It'd be a weird place to put your son. He's still not here yet for the 100th time. Honestly, Hop, you must learn some patience. He probably only just arrived at the station in Wedgehurst. Then that's where I'm going. You know Lee is hopeless with directions. He might literally get lost on this very short, straight shot from the station to the house. So, we're gonna go meet Hop's brother, Leon. So, we are going to run on down, meet Hop. Let's get a move on. Only remember, Badge, we can't go into the tall grass. And Hop already has a Pokemon, a Wooloo, which we will summarily destroy in just a few minutes. And here is Route 1. If we were in a Nuzlocke, this is where we'd catch a Pokemon, but we're not gonna. Dead ahead from here. And we're gonna see a cutscene. It's gonna shift from in-engine to slightly pre-rendered, I think. Yep. Come on, Lee, you promised us a present, so out with it. You brought Badge and me Pokemon. You did, didn't you? I know you must have. Right then. Greatest gift from the greatest champion. It's showtime, everyone. Take a good look, you two. The Grass-type Pokemon Grookey, the Fire-type Pokemon Scorbunny, and the Water-type Pokemon Sobble. They are all good friends. Alright, line up everyone. Which will you choose? Let's make our choice. In fact, we actually already have made our choice. I thought a lot about this choice because I'm usually a grass type trainer. I've always chosen grass types, except for my shameful dislike of Chikorita my first time playing through Gen 2. But the problem with picking Grookey in this challenge specifically is that the first gym is grass, so I wouldn't have a good type matchup, and I would only have Grookey to go through. If I chose Sobble, the same thing kind of happens. I have a type disadvantage against grass, and I would probably lose the run right there, and then I would have a neutral. I would, if I were to win the grass type gym by some fluke, I would then have a water type gym, which I would have a grass type Pokemon to help against the water gym, which would be good. But then I hit fire, which I would lose. Like I would have the water type Pokemon, but again, there are so many Pokemon, it gets kind of tough. So I'm gonna choose our good friend Scorbunny right here, because I have a good type matchup against the first gym. Scorbunny is fire type. It's filled to bursting with fiery passion. Set on the fire-type Pokemon Scorbunny? Yes, we are! You chose Scorbunny. We are going to give Scorbunny a nickname. If anybody's been following along, I've been posting assets as I'm making this to Twitter and Facebook, which you can follow me on Twitter. It's right there below me. And I've actually already named our man Hotman from Avatar. Hotman has been added to your party. Scorbunny is our first Pokemon. It is a fire type named Hotman. Strengths include fast, will throw down, and fire, very strong. Weaknesses, sitting still, dangerously cute, and water. So that was fun. Those little character splash screens are hopefully going to be sprinkled throughout the series as we add to our team, and they're a lot of fun to make. So, let's see who Hop is going to choose. I wonder, will he choose the one that has a type advantage against us? No. He definitely won't. But he does already have a Wooloo, so that's really nice. I love Wooloo. Bet you will be, Hop. That's why I brought along these Pokemon for you and Badge. So now you two can battle and blah 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 blah. And then Leon takes Sobble, which I really like. I like how in the old games there was kind of a... In certain games there was the insinuation that somebody took the third starter, like in the original. There was an unincluded final battle with Professor Oak where he had the fully evolved form of the Pokemon neither you or Blue took, which I really liked. So it's nice that they brought that back. And now we get the iconic barbecue scene. Hop is so excited about kebabs. In fact, he's so excited that he will rip them off the grill and run with two in hand. Look at my kebabs. The next day, spent the whole night with that new partner of yours, blah blah blah. Badge made fast friends with the Scorbunny too. Listen up, new trainers, believe in yourself and your Pokemon. You trust in one another and carry on battling, and someday you might even become worthy rivals for me, the unbeatable champion. What are you looking at him for, Lee? I'm the one who will be coming to challenge you. Now we're his rival. And we will have to battle him. This is a little bit different than... not a little bit, it is completely different from the first battle from every other Pokemon game because he has two Pokemon. That won't be a problem for us. Hotman is so powerful. Such a good boy. I actually don't know what Hotman's gender is. I don't remember. Hot person. The term is gender neutral in the Fire Nation. Hotman is a boy. Alright, we're gonna tackle this Wooloo. Bam! And it will not be that hard because Wooloo will not hit us very hard. Only 3 head damage. Wooloo is also level 3, so this kind of serves to make the first battle kind of unlosable because if you just spam attacks, you faint Wooloo, and then you gain enough XP to level up immediately, which means you get, I believe, Ember, or if not, you just have a level up. Yeah, level up to level 6. Congratulations, Hotman. You worked so hard for that level. I did learn Ember, so now the second Pokemon is going to be a absolute breeze. We're going to use Ember here and absolutely crush a Grookey in 2 hits, of course. Oh my god, type advantages. Crazy. So this first... stretch of the game is going to be a little bit boring, so I'll cut through a lot of that just because we're going to be running around, grabbing the Pokedex, and running out, and hopefully getting to Milo's gym in not too long, so then we can finally catch our second Pokemon. We're already at level 7, so we're in a good place for the first gym battle. Okay. Yeah, so that was a pretty easy battle, and like I said, we're already level 7. The first gym battle has levels 19 and 20 for the Gossifleur and the Eldegoss. So we shouldn't have too much grinding to do, especially with just one Pokemon. The EXP distribution is going to be pretty easy to manage because there will be no distribution. It's all one poke. So Leon is going to tell us that he will sponsor us. Oh, first we have to get the Pokedex, so let's go do that. But first we've got to go tell our mom that we have a oh, jeez. What was that? Was it that Wooloo? Ah, yes. The gate has been opened. Nobody's supposed to go in there. We have to do what's needed. Let's go into the scary woods. So as we go into the slumbering weald, a little brief note, because this is a separate user from my main Pokemon file, because I didn't want to delete my file, and for some reason Nintendo didn't give us actual save files. I won't have access to online things unless I create a new Nintendo account, which I may do. I think I have a family thing, but as for right now, I won't have any access to online services, so no trading, which isn't a problem. No joining up for max raid battles, anything like that. The max raid battles are a part of the game that I don't know how to deal with. I think if I will probably use them for grinding. I will not be grinding to a unbeatable level. I will just be off-screen grinding to kind of lessen the time that you guys are watching grinding, because it's boring to watch, and just to get up to a level where it is competitive. I obviously don't want to steamroll the game, but I also don't want to lose. I have done a few different Nuzlocke challenges over on my Twitch channel, which is right below me right now. I don't stream as often as I would like to, but I have done a few Nuzlocke challenges, and I have not won any of them. I remember my Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke, which was my first kind of really successful Nuzlocke, in terms of viewership and engagement, and we died on the Elite Four, which was incredibly tragic, but it was a lot of fun. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. I don't think it will. This game is easier than Fire Red, I would say. And this challenge specifically, we will only have 8 Pokemon total possible. We can obviously lose some along the way, but that does mean that at the end, adjusting for the probability of a partner or two dying, we'll have a full team, but that will be it, which is sad to think about, but I think it will add a very specific kind of challenge to the game, which is exciting. But I don't know if it will be enough to make the game unbeatable or difficult. I'm hoping that it'll work out, but obviously with these kinds of challenge runs, I didn't have the time to do a proof of concept with this and play through the whole game before I started recording. I had this idea at about 1 a.m. the other day, and I wrote it down, woke up the next day, and started collecting footage for the intro and all the other graphics I've made. So spent a lot of time on those, so hopefully it shows, and hopefully it's compelling enough to get people to watch. because that's obviously the hardest thing, especially right now. I think that it's super odd. You know, I'm not somebody who has an AdSense account or anything. Obviously, I think I have 3 subscribers at the current moment, but it is odd to me how the advertising landscape has changed so much over the past few months with everything that's going on, when we're all staying at home and, for the most part, consuming a lot of content. Oh, this is an important thing. We're gonna see a dog who we'll never catch, but we're never gonna catch the dog, but we can look at the dog. There's the dog. Hello, dog. Rough. Who's this dog? Hotman is gonna kill this dog. Get him, Hotman. Ah, dang. Goes right through it. It's very tense. And I'm gonna keep talking because we're eventually gonna faint. Like physically, like we are gonna faint. But anyway, we're all, you know, consuming content, and I would be interested to see viewership statistics for a lot of online video services now that we are experiencing this time where a lot of us are at home and have, maybe not all of us have more time to consume the content, but a lot of people who work from home before all of this started happening can tell you that generally we put content on in the background. So it makes me a little bit confused as to why the advertising pool of money has changed so much. I guess it is a lot of advertising agencies and the companies they work with are probably lowering their budget because of the way revenue has changed in the world outside of YouTube and Twitch. But seems interesting to me. And will be interesting to me as I start this series to see if that lack of ad revenue and pool of revenue is because of a lowered viewership, or if the viewership is the same or even higher than what it has been in the past. The reason that I've been thinking about this is because, you know, when you're starting out a new series, and especially on such a channel like mine, which is non-existent before now, it's kind of disconcerting and discouraging to hear all your favorite creators talk about how this is such a rough time to be a content creator, at the same time that a lot of people like me are finding the free time to create again, which is an exciting feeling that butts heads with the discouragement that you're hearing from a lot of your favorite content creators. It's a very, very odd feeling. But on that note, we have fainted. Leon has saved us. We saw the dog. And in the next episode, we're going to go talk to the Pokemon professor. This episode, depending on how I edit it, will be not the norm for the length. Generally, as I said, I'll take about an hour of footage, compress it down to about 20 minutes. This section of the game, I don't have a lot of stuff to cut, so this episode may actually end up being on the shorter side because I'm cutting out the little bits of running, but the total recording time has been about 30 minutes. So this is the norm, but The next episode will probably be about the same because it's more tutorial stuff. After that, we'll get into the fun part of training and seeing Pokemon and fighting gym battles and all that. So if you enjoyed this first episode of Pokemon BADGELOCKE, you can leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you feel about the challenge, what you think the problems are going to be, what you think I should catch for my grass-type Pokemon. I have some ideas, but I'd love to hear your feedback. If you really like this show and you want to see what I make in the future, including future episodes of BADGELOCKE, or my podcast, The Great American Scream, which is available not only on YouTube, but also on Spotify, you can subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bell icon lets you know whenever I upload a new video. And it also tells YouTube, hey, this is a new creator who people are interested in. We should show his videos to more people. Other than that, you can follow me on social medias. Those are right below right now. But other than that, have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.